Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So in this short video I'd like to show you how you can make this really quick and simple, super useful little screwdriver rack just out of an offcut of scrap 2x3 CLS timber. So I recently bought this set of screwdrivers for electrical work and they've got insulated blades. They're all of the same colour, so I want to keep these separate from my regular screwdrivers and make a rack for them. So I started off by arranging the screwdrivers how I want them to go on the rack on top of my cutting mat, and that way I can get an idea of how long this piece of 2x3 needs to be. So then I marked up the length, which was 35 centimeters. I just need it to have a bit of overhang either side to add a screw to attach it to the wall. And then I could start adding the markings. So I'm not using exact measurements here, I'm just transferring the lines off the cutting mat onto the piece of wood, and where they're positioned on the cutting mat will be exactly where they go onto the holder. So then I could follow a line down with the square, and then with a combination square make a central mark. Then I used an awl to push down on all of those points, ready for the drill press later on. Now I wanted to add two more marks at the front, and this is where the holes will be to add the screws to attach it to a wall. So now I'm marking up for those two sides, and I made the marks 1.5 centimeters from the edge, and just use the same method with the square and the combination square. I used a test piece and I drilled a few holes to establish what size holes I need for these, and there's going to be two different sizes, 6mm and 10mm. So now I'm just marking up which are going to be 6mm and which are going to be 10mm. Then I could cut out the holder on the miter saw, cut off those excess pieces, and then I decided to add a round over because this wood already has rounded edges because it's 2x3, so I just added the round over to the corners too. So now onto the drill press. I started off with the 6mm holes, and I've got a sacrificial piece underneath the wood piece there just to prevent blowout at the bottom. And then I made the 10mm holes. Then with a knife I just scraped out the excess bits of wood around the edge, and then I could drill out the two holes either side for attaching it to the wall. Then I gave it all a quick sanding down. And for the finish, to match the rest of the workshop, I'm using the grey paint that I usually use on projects such as this. And I gave it 2 coats in total. Then I decided to add some clear gloss just to make it nice and hard wearing. Now to attach it to the wall, I offered it up, drilled a pilot hole, and I'm using standard wood screws here with some cup washers, and that should grab into the wood nicely. So I could screw one side in and then offer up the spirit level to get it nice and level, and then screw in the other side. Okay, so that is about it for this video then. So I think it turned out good in the end. Nice, neat little rack there above my workbench. Super useful and handy to just grab the screwdrivers when I need them. So if you did find this video useful, please remember to like and also consider subscribing for more DIY related videos. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.